Greetings, royal family, and welcome to another message by the Honorable Yud-Hey-Wav-Hey, Beit Nun Sophie, Yud-Hey-Wav-Hey. Now, royal family, this message was taught many years ago by the Honorable Yud-Hey-Wav-Hey and is being presented to you today by Yahweh's royal priesthood. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at Yahweh's royal priesthood, www.yahweh144000.com. And also, royal family, join us at the University of Yahweh, where classes are designed for the Godhead. Visit us at www.universityofyahweh.org. Also, royal family, listen to our weekly podcasts by the University of Yahweh, found on most podcast platforms. We look forward to you being there as well. Enjoy, royal family.
For you to be incompetent is not legal. That makes you a lawbreaker, a transgressor. That's what makes you a sinner. Yahweh's law demands you to be competent. Perfect. That's the law. Imperfection for you is not legal. Only perfection for you is legal. Now, there's one thing you've learned from this society is when you break the laws, you pay a penalty. Read that about legal again. You have qualifications. But they're not legal qualifications. So that means everything in your mind outside of what I give you is illegal. I'm happy I'm talking to intelligent people that I don't have to belabor the point. You can go study, the ramifications. So I'll move on without belaboring the point. Go ahead, baby.
Incompetence. An incompetent person. Being unable or legally unqualified to perform a specified act or acts or to be held legally responsible for such action.
Give us the first part again. See, I saw in the face, so I got lost a little bit.
Being unable or legally unqualified to perform a specified act.
Right there. Unqualified, legally unqualified to form the specific act of the kingdom of heaven that require the kingdom of heaven. That's why heaven is not on earth. The ones in charge of the earth, Cain was not stripped of his rulership. Yahweh said, I'm putting a mark on Cain, and if anybody touch him, if anybody touch incompetence, I'll put 7 times or worse incompetence upon the one that doesn't. It'll be 7 times more incompetent. You'll be perfectly incompetent. Now, a person suffering from perfect incompetence is just about incapable of being redeemed. That's like a perfectly insane person. I mean, that's incapable of being redeemed. I mean, he's just, you have to either lock him up or kill him off. I mean, that's in him. So the people of the earth, seeing how incompetent Cain was, say, man, you see that mark on him? I don't want 7 times worth of that. So the competent people, you ready for this? Were put to sleep. That's what happened with the murder of Abel. All of us, all of the Godhead, went to sleep to allow Cain to rule for 6,000 years. That's how long you've been asleep, 6,000 years. And Yahweh sent prophets throughout his history to rouse you up just a little bit to say, sleep on, don't worry, I'm watching out for you. Yahweh told the Godhead, don't try to rise up on your own, just rest on. It's only 6 days anyway. See, the 7th day is holy. I'll be back in the 7th day, and I'll raise you up. And so before we went to sleep, before the Godhead went to sleep, we left signs all over the earth, on Mars, Venus, wherever they can go peep. We left signs of our competence. We buried it, we hid it, we put it in pyramids, we covered it up with rocks and mountains and hills and dirt. All over the planet we did it. Some things you can't see except from space. We laid signs out all over the planet because we knew we would give them the ability to fly so that they could see and view our competence. Go ahead.
Incompetent, being unable or legally unqualified to perform a specified act or acts, or to be held legally responsible for such action.
Go ahead.
Inadmissible as evidence.
See? He's a liar. He's the father of lies. Lies are inadmissible evidence. So it's not just the lie, but the liar. Whatever he says, you know, pay it no attention, because all he's talking about and writing about is incompetent and legally inadmissible evidence. Whatever he offers, when he talks about dinosaurs, that's inadmissible evidence. He's only trying to impress you that he knows from the beginning. And 6,000 years ago, Cain was incompetent. So his descendants have his identical character, and his descendants are ruling today. Nowhere has Cain been killed off. Cain and his descendants are reserved to the last day when the Son of Man would come. So the war would be between one man, Satan, and all his angels. And I declare unto you that my competence will overpower Satan and all his angels combined in counsel against me. He's done all he can to prevent you from hearing this. Come on. All right. Now that gives you a picture of incompetence. That gives you some explanation of incompetence. Now give me the synonym of incompetence. Because these fellows are residing in your mind. Incompetence is residing in your mind. It's taking up full residence. But he's a squatter. He's there illegally. He can only live in your house as long as you don't know he's in there. That's how he's able to live on our land in Jerusalem. That's a physical sign. See, the Gentiles are able to walk and tread their foot upon Jerusalem until the end of their time. And when their time is up, they can't stay there. You don't need a gun for that. He can't stay. He's there illegally. So I'm telling you, the first order of business is to let you see Satan residing in your mind illegally. He has no legal right to be there. Incompetence has no legal right to live in your mind. Isn't that enlightening? I am incompetent, but incompetence is living in my house, excuse me. But I'm not incompetent. It's not my nature to be incompetent. You understand? My nature is to be competent. But incompetence is living in my mind, illegally. There's no right to be there. But now since I see incompetence for what he is, what are you going to do to incompetence? Kick him out, chase him out? Got to go? You're going to kick incompetence out. Who are you going to let in? Competence. Oh, you don't understand all these colors. I'm getting ready to give you the colors. Then I'll fuse it together. Come on, baby.
Incompetent, unfit, unqualified, incapable, unable, inefficient, ineffectual, ineffective, inadequate, insufficient.
Now let me stop for a moment. You can't live in heaven with any of these thoughts or residents living in your house. That's what the scripture means. I'll give you another revelation. This gives you insight to the scripture which says, only the pure in mind shall see Yahweh. When your mind is impure, you can't see Yahweh. Okay, go ahead.
Incompetent, deficient, unequal.
You know, you notice my people always want equality. They want to be equal to incompetence. They want to be equally incompetent. Asking for destruction. You're born to be superior to incompetence. You're born to be competent. But you're begging the subordinate mind to allow you to be equally incompetent as he. And they laugh at you all day long. They mock you and ridicule you all the day long. Now you see why. See how dangerous it is to turn your back on Yahweh, on your God? Look how devastatingly destructive it is. Absolute destruction to not obey your God, Yahweh. It makes you incompetent, legally unqualified. Now this is what Satan is. Go back up to the top. Incompetent.
Incompetent, unfit.
Now, Satan, your enemy, the enemy that's in your head, is unfit to be there. So what happens? You're born to be fit. Now see, you have to study fit. See how much studying you have to do? Now I can sit here and do it for you tonight, but see what you have to do? You have a lot to do. You have enough to do to be really have a fat harvest at the end gathering in September, Feast of Tabernacles. If you go plant these seeds in your head, and plant the seeds in your hand and prove to me that you are doing something in your head, you will have an unlimited harvest, Feast of Tabernacles. But the spiritual has to take effect first. But you can't sit around being spiritual. You got to get on up now and go to work. Because if you lay in the house being spiritual, you'll die. So you can't lay up in your house and don't go plant some seeds if you want some bread. You can't get bread unless you plant some grain. See, I love being spiritual. But the one thing about the Spirit of Yahweh, it teaches you got to get up. Go to work. Plant some seed. Then you'll be worthy of a harvest. The result is heaven.
incompetent, unqualified,
All right. So your nature is to be? Only one can qualify you. Your God, Yahweh. Look at your condition when your parents let other nations teach you. The result is unqualified, incompetent. So the first thing we've done is take our children away from the teachers of this world. We do not allow our children to be taught by incompetent teachers. And I'm happy to say that whatever fault that presently exists in Yahweh University, it is legally competent and legally qualified. They're learning how to be able. Best school on the planet Earth. Praise Yahweh. The only fault that can exist in Yahweh University presently is a result from our teachers and students holding on to incompetence. But I'm not allowing them to hold on. I'm shining the light on pain so they can be able. When you become able and come to be able, you'll have respect from Yahweh. All of your offerings to Yahweh will be respected by Yahweh. Come on.
incapable,
Incapable. So you have to study your nature now. Capable. Give me the dictionary on capable. You tripping out. I'm having a ball. Who would ever dream the law of the Feast of Weeks requires you to know this? Yeah. I mean, I didn't get this from somewhere else. This come right out the book. Yeah, I brought you this. I thought I was going to another part of Deuteronomy, but I'm still in Deuteronomy 16:10 tonight. I'm writing a book on one verse. I can write a book on a letter. Books, volumes on one letter. I'm infinite. I'm not limited. I'm legally qualified. I'm bona fide. Capable.
capable, having intelligence and ability, competent, having the ability, skill, or experience for, susceptible of, having the personality or character or being in the mood for.
Now, that's a limited dictionary. Remember that. You need several dictionaries to approach an understanding, a true understanding. Okay, go back to incompetence. This is what's living inside you. You've been unfit.
incompetent, unable,
unable. Did we look up Abel? Have we read Abel? All right, let's check yourself out. From the dictionary. Is unable in there? See. Let's look at yourself first. And then we look at what you ought to be. What you must be. No options. Remember, you don't have an option. I told you dumb folk can't go to heaven. It's not a sin to be dumb, it's a sin to what? Stay dumb. Read.
unable, lacking the necessary power, competence.
Now wait a minute, see, you lack necessary power. That's why you can't get anything done across America. You lack the necessary power.